Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. So as we have started first chapter in mathematics, that is real numbers, isn't it? So in that what we have discussed in previous class. So we will be just doing a recap within 5 seconds. Okay, so what we did. So we have completed some examples, two examples I think. Okay, example number 1 and example number 2, which is based upon applications of division algorithm. As I have told you, just we have started the applications of division algorithm. So by these two examples we have completed these applications. So now today what we are going to do, so today we are going to start first exercise of real numbers. Okay, so in that first exercise we are having first problem as use Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF of 900 and 270. Okay, so what he asked, by using Euclid's algorithm we need to find the HCF of these two numbers. So we have 5 to 6 questions in this bit. So we already completed example based upon this. So here I will be discussing only one problem. You just try remaining ones. Okay. So now coming to the point, let me remember you. So how we have did or how we have found the HCF of two numbers in previous class. I think you all remember. Okay. So now let us recapture once by doing this problem. Okay, so now coming to the point, so what we did, so we are doing solution now. So what we did previously in example problem, so first we will check which one is greater and which one is smaller. So here 900 is greater number, bigger number, and 270 is a smaller number. So based upon the question we have to solve what he had given numbers. Given numbers are 900 and 270. So given numbers are 900 and 270. So what we need to do, we need to find HCF of 900 and 270. Okay, so we have to find what we need to do. We need to find the HCF of 900 and 270. Okay, so for solving each and every problem, so first what we have to do, we have to follow 5 steps. What are those 5 steps? First given, we have to write the given, what he had given in the question. After that, what we need to do, second point. Third one, which formulas or based upon which theory or theorem or formulae the question is related, that formula we have to write. That is the third step. Coming to fourth one, that is the solution or substitution in the formula or theorem, or that is applications. Okay, so at last we will be highlighting the answer. So these 5 steps you have to follow in each and every problem of mathematics. Okay, so now second step is what we need to do. We need to find the HCF of 900 and 270. Okay, so here by what we are solving this problem? So by using Euclid's algorithm, isn't it? By using Euclid's algorithm. So what we know from, okay, so from Euclid's division algorithm, we know A equals to BQ plus R, isn't it? A is equals to BQ plus R, where A is greater number, that is dividend, B is a divisor, Q is coefficient, R is remainder, isn't it? So here first we have to check as A is greater than B. A is greater than B. So which one is greater here? 900 is greater than 270. So the greatest number is 900, therefore A is equals to 900 and B is equals to 270. So therefore the values of A is greater number, that is 900, and smaller number value is B, that is 270. Okay, so these how up to here we did, and after this what we have to do, we have to find, or we have to divide 900 by 270, and we have to do the steps. Okay, so here I'm erasing this recap. Hope you all understood. Okay, so now coming to the point. So here A value is 900 and B value is 270. So I have to divide 900 by 270 as we did in example problem. Okay, so I have to check whether the 900 is exactly divisible by 270 or not. So 270 into 3. If I multiply it by 3, 3 zeros are 0, 3 sevens are 21, 3 twos are 6, 7, 8. Here I am getting what? 810. 3 zeros are 0, 3 sevens are 21, 3 twos are 6, 7, 8. So here I have got 810. If I take 270 into 4, 4 zeros are 0, 4 sevens are 28, 4 twos are 8, 9, 10. So here I am getting 1080. So here I have to take this one, 810. So here 273s are 810. So remainder will be 0. Here I am taking 1 borrow. Here 8 is remain. 10 minus 1 is 9. Okay. So here as a remainder is not 0. Here the remainder is not. It is not equals to 0. So what? Again we have to follow next step. So case number 1. In case 1, we know. Okay. What do we know? A is equals to BQ plus R. A is equals to BQ plus R. So here A is equals to 900 and B is equals to 270. Okay. So here we will get A is equals to, that is 900 is equals to 270 into what we got the coefficient. This is the coefficient and this is the remainder, isn't it? So coefficient is 3 plus remainder will be 90, isn't it? So therefore since R is not equals to 0, remainder value is not equals to 0, again we have to continue next step, isn't it? So now again we have to do case number 2. So we know A is equals to BQ plus R. A is equals to BQ plus R. So what? In next case what it becomes? This will become A and this will become B, isn't it? So I have to divide 270 by this remainder. So 270 divided by 90. So if I take 90 into 3, 3 zeros are 0, 9 threes are 27, isn't it? 9 threes are 27 or 3 nines are 27. So here I am getting exactly 90 into 3 as 270. Therefore remainder is 0, isn't it? So as we got remainder 0, then the HCF is 90, isn't it? As we got remainder 0, then the HCF will be 90, 90, isn't it? So now here A is equals to 270 and B is equals to 90. Again I have to follow the step. So that is A is equals to 270 is equals to 90 into coefficient as 3. This is coefficient and this is remainder. So 90 into 3 plus 0. So since remainder is equals to 0, then the HCF is 90. Therefore HCF of okay, what? 900 and 270, 900 comma 270 is equals to 90, isn't it? Is equals to 90. It means that the highest common factor of both 900 and 270 is 90. So we are getting 270 and 900 commonly in the table of 90, isn't it? So this is how you will find the HCF of two numbers. Okay, so in first bit again you will be having two questions, so just try, isn't it? So this is the thing what we have to, we have already discussed this in example problems, isn't it? So this is how you have to solve the problem. Hope you all understood. Okay, now one more thing I am going to tell you in this. Okay, so he didn't ask in the question, but if he asked also to find the LCM, that is a least common multiple. Okay, so if he asks LCM, then you will be having one common formula. Okay, but then you will be having one common formula. So that is A into B equals to LCM into HCF. Okay, so this is the common formula. Formula means, okay, what is formula and what is the difference between formula and formulae? Formula is singular form and formulae is in plural form. Formulas we don't say, we'll be saying formulae. So if we have group of formulas, we can't say formulas, we won't say formulas, we'll be saying it as formulae. Plural form is formulae and singular form is formula. So here we are having one common formula, that is A into B is equals to LCM into HCF. So from here, if you know the HCF, if you find the HCF by using algorithm, okay, Euclid's algorithm, then how you can find the LCM? You have the shortest form for that. A, as you already know what is A is biggest number, B is smallest number, LCM is LCM only, least common multiple, and HCF is highest common factor, as we have got highest common factor as 90. So let me do this problem. So A is 900 into B is 270 is equals to, we don't know LCM, isn't it? So LCM, least common multiple, okay, is multiplied by HCF. We have got HCF as 90. So here 90 is multiplying. If it goes here, it will divide. It means if we have to remove the 90, we have to, the 90 is multiplying here. Okay, 90 is multiplying here. We have to take inverse, multiplicative inverse, isn't it? To cancel this. So what I will do, divide 90 on both sides. Divide 90 on both sides. So it will become 900 into 270 divided by 90 is equals to LCM into 90 divided by 90. So when 90 divided by 90, ones are will be cancelled. Here on cancelling these values, okay, 0 and here 0 will be cancelled. 9 ones are, 9 threes are. It means 90 ones are and 90 3s are 270 will be getting. Okay, so now on multiplying, 3 zeros are 0, 3 zeros are 0, 3 9s are 27, divided by 1, no need, is equals to LCM. So this is the value of LCM. So LCM what we got, 2700. Okay, this is how you will find the LCM when you find the HCF by using Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, this is the thing what you have to remember. This is the common formula for finding the LCM or HCF whenever he will be giving numbers or anything else. Okay, this is the thing. The question may be, he can ask the question in various forms. He can give the value of HCF, LCM, if he asks the value of B, whether the A value is 900, then again you have to substitute and you have to solve that. Okay, so this is the thing what you have to remember. Okay, so now coming to question number 2, hope you all have understood. Question number 2 is based upon yesterday's example. Okay, let me write the question. The question is, question number 2, use division algorithm to solve to show that okay, use Euclid division algorithm to show that any positive odd integer is of form okay 6 cube plus 1 comma or 6 cube plus 3 just a minute 6 cube plus 3 or 6 cube plus 5 where q is some integer. So this is the thing what you have to do. Okay, so as we did this question in our previous class, that is past class, so here we will be solving this by using Euclid's division algorithm to show that any positive, or this word is very important, I have already discussed it with you, isn't it? Even, what is even integer which is exactly divisible by 2? What is odd integer which is divisible by 2 but it leaves the remainder 1? Then it is called as odd integer, isn't it? The number which is divisible by 2 and leaves the, whenever the number is divisible by 2 and leaves the remainder 1, then such numbers are called odd integers or odd numbers, isn't it? So here same thing, for odd integers we have to show that odd integers are in the form of 6 cube plus 1, 6 cube plus 3 and 6 cube plus 5. So from this question, what do we have the value of b? What is the divisor value? Which is multiplying with the coefficient, that is 6 is the divisor value, b value is 6. Based upon that we have to take. So now what I have, as I have already told you, we have to write the steps. Okay, first step, given data, what he had given positive integer, isn't it? He had given just a positive integer. We know what is the positive integer, we don't know the positive integer. So what I will take, let a be any positive integer, isn't it? Let a be any positive integer, isn't it? Why we are taking a? Why? Because this whole thing we are representing in a form of a, isn't it? So I have taken a as a positive integer. So here I have taken a as positive integer. What he asked, we need to show that, what we need to do, we need to show that any positive odd integer is of form 6 cube plus 1 or 6 cube plus 3 or 6 cube plus 5, where q is some integer. So this condition we have to do. Okay, so now coming to next part, by what we are doing this condition? By using division algorithm. So we know from Euclid's division lemma, what do we know? A equals to bq plus r, isn't it? A equals to bq plus r. What is the condition? 0 less than equals to r less than b. So remainder value is always less than b and equals to 0. This is the condition. So now what I have to take? I have to take the value of b as 6. Why? Here the multiple of q, coefficient is 6. So here also the multiple of coefficient will be b. In the place of b, have to take 6, isn't it? So at b equals to 6, what I get? I get a is equals to 6q plus r. So what is the condition? 0 less than equals to r less than, what is the value of b we have taken? 6, isn't it? So therefore the r value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 5 less than 6, that is up to 5 we have got the remainder values, isn't it? So how many cases do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally we have to solve this question by 6 cases. Okay, so now coming to the cases through which we have to solve this problem. So case number 1, we have a is equals to 6q plus r. Here first case, r is equals to 0, r values are less than 6, that is up to 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 5 we have to take all the cases, isn't it? So from that cases we can say whether the numbers are odd or even form. Okay, now if I take r is equals to 0, then it becomes 6q plus 0, it means a is equals to 6q. Am I right? Can I write this as a is equals to 2 into 3q? Why I have written? 6 is divisible by 2, isn't it? So 2 3s are, if I multiply 2 with 3, I will be getting 6. So I am taking 2 as common. So as it is multiple of 2, it means it is a divisible of 2, isn't it? Isn't it? So therefore it is even. So since it is divisible by 2, therefore it is even, isn't it? Now coming to second case, case number 2. What is case number 2? We have same things we have to repeat. A is equals to 6q plus r, where r is equals to 1 in this case. We have to substitute r is equals to 1. Now what we'll get? A is equals to 6q plus 1. If I take a is equals to 2 into 3q plus 1, isn't it? It is divisible by 2. Yes, absolutely. But it will be remaining 1. Remainder will be remained 1 as separately. So remainder here is 1. So since remainder is 1, therefore it is odd. Okay, it is odd. So if you didn't understood about even and odd system, you can take my second class of this real number so that you can understand it clearly. I have said about this even odd system in that previous class. Okay, now coming to case number 3. In case 3, again we have a is equals to 6q plus r. Here I have to substitute r is equals to 2, as I have substituted 0, 1. Again I have 4 cases, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now 2, if I take a is equals to 6q plus 2, you can see here we can take 2 common from that both. Okay, if I take 2 as common, then 2 3s are 6q plus 2 1s are 2, isn't it? From these both terms I have taken 2 common. 2 3s are 6. If I multiply 2 3s are 6. 2 1s are 2. So this whole digit is exactly divisible by 2. It is a multiple. Okay, isn't it? It is a multiple of 2. It means a is divisible by 2 exactly, isn't it? So since it is divisible by 2, what it here? It means a. As a is divisible by 2, therefore it is even, isn't it? Similarly, now case number 4. Case number 4, what do we have? Case number 4, we have a is equals to 6q plus r, isn't it? So a is equals to 6q plus r. So here I have to substitute r is equals to 3, isn't it? So similarly I will be getting a is equals to 6q plus 3. from these both I can take only 3 as common. I can take 2 here common, but here from here I can't take. So behalf of that we can write like this also. A is equals to 6q plus 2 plus 1. Can I write? 2 plus 1 is 3. Why I am taking that? I am converting this odd system in even form. Okay, so if this is again here you can see this is even and this is also odd. So whether I am getting remainder 1 or not, for that checking for such reminders we will be taking in even odd system. Okay, so from these both we can take 2 as common, isn't it? So here I will get 2 into 2 3s are 6q plus 2 1s are 2. But you can see here this extra one is remained here, isn't it? So this term is multiplied by 2, but here 1 is a remainder separately. So since remainder is 1, therefore it is, as we got remainder as 1 separately, so therefore it is odd. Therefore it is odd. So as place is not sufficient, so I am erasing this and I am doing remaining 2 cases here. Okay, so here what do we have? Case number 5 we have to take here. So in case 5 what I have to take? I have to take the value. I have taken 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I have 2 cases, 4 and 5. Okay, so we know 6q plus r is equals to, I have taken 3, now I have to take 4. So here a is equals to 6q plus 4. You can see here from these both we can take 2 as common. So 2 3s are 6q plus 2 2s are 4. You can see here no remainder is left. This whole number is, these terms, both the terms are multiplied by 2, but no remainder. Here we didn't got any remainder. Okay, isn't it? So therefore, since it is divisible by 2, therefore it is even, isn't it? Now similarly I am doing case number 6. Case 6. Okay, we know a is equals to 6q plus r. Here in the place of r I have to substitute 5. So a is equals to 6q plus 5. So if I want to convert this in even odd system, I will take here it is as 4 plus 1. Can I take? This is even, which is divisible by 2, and this is odd, 4 plus 1. Again I am getting 5. So a is equals to 6. So if I take 2 common from these both the terms, I will get 2 3s are 6q plus 2 2s are 4. Here I am getting extra remainder as 1. So since remainder is 1, therefore it is odd, isn't it? Therefore it is odd. From which cases you have got even and odd. Okay, you can see from case number 1 here we have got even. In case 2 we got odd. Case 3 even. Case 4 odd. Case 5 even, and case 6 odd. Therefore so what he asked about? Odd. So from case 2, comma 4, comma 6, okay, we can say that every odd positive integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, and 6q plus 5. Okay, this is the thing what you have to do. Okay, so next we will be doing other problems in our next class. Okay, thank you.